Say that last year we had an extraordinary year in the face of adversity. And I could say that it could be some of our products, it could be some of our people, it maybe had something to do with our productivity. But at the end of the day, the single biggest contributor to our great year last year and this year's fast start has been the speed of trust. It's the way our team operates together. I noticed the team trusted each other, and I also noticed that we moved faster on difficult decisions. So when you trust each other, there's no need for all the extra bureaucracy. It can allow you to reduce layers of management. It can allow you to move directly to decisions quicker because you trust each other. You don't have multiple groups overlooking each other to make sure that that people are doing things the right way. Our team has, now this has been going on for 2 years, right about at 2 years. My team is a different team. And if you ask the people in PepsiCo when they come down here to visit Frito Lay, they'll say something's changed down there. It's the speed of trust, but it's the most exciting change in the culture that I've seen in the 28 years I've been at PepsiCo, and most of those years at Frito Lay. They'll say there's a buzz in this building, but I think they'd say the team works as a team better than we've ever seen before. Our profit growth last year was equal to the best performance of the last 10 years in profit growth. And in a year when we had, I don't want to say the exact numbers, but the raw material inflation was 10 times what we normally have, which on January 15th, when I came back from the Christmas holidays, and my CFO presented me with the new information, I said, "What are you talking about?" And it got worse from there. It just kept getting worse. And at one point I felt, wow, I mean, as the leader, I have got to project an image of optimism in the face of adversity. I have to, otherwise my team will start its defeat. We could have had a year, we could have declined profits in the negative 2 or 3% range. It could have easily happened. We ended up in the plus 7 or 8% range. I credit the speed of trust because we move through decisions that are normally enormously complex. We did them in breakneck speed. I mean, we ended up having a great year. Our sale, I'm proud of the number that we beat our number on profit for PepsiCo, which was tough. It was the best profit growth number we've had in the last 10 years. We had the fastest sales growth of any food company in America. So if you go into Kroger or Walmart or Safeway and you said, who's your number one supplier last year in growth, we were plus 11%. So they did not only did they not decline by a couple of percentage points, they went up by several percentage points, and that gap is probably the difference between a great year and an okay year. When we start presenting the speed of trust, there are no resistors, none. I mean, and it's not because I told them you're going to do the speed of trust. They buy into it. I think it's a natural way to run an organization. No one at Frito Lay, nobody at Frito Lay disagrees or is a resistor on the speed of trust anymore. They consider it an added advantage. And having come up through the sales ranks, I've been through every training program you could imagine. There are none better. There's none better. This is broad. It's the best training program I've seen that, it's not a training program. It's not, in fact, it's a process of managing. It is the only program I've seen that spans all the functions. So this can be used in each of the functions, whether it be our engineers or our marketing people, our sales or our finance people. And I haven't seen any programs that really work, well across all functions. Because when you figure out how to trust and inspire your people, you now get your whole organization working for you on the same issues. You're going to be better. You have to be better at the business. The thing I've noticed is when you trust people and you empower them, they're willing to take risks. They will lean into some things rather than if they are not trusted, they'll pull back because they're afraid. They don't know, I'm not going to try that. Who knows if I fail, what will happen? But if you trust them and then they start leaning in, you'll see their best self. You actually see their best work, and they bring the best of their abilities to the party. You get 50,000 people working like this, and you gotta, it's going to be great. Say that last year we had an extraordinary year in the face of adversity. And I could say that it could be some of our products, it could be some of our people, it maybe had something to do with our productivity. But at the end of the day, the single biggest contributor to our great year last year and this year's fast start has been the speed of trust.